Welcome to everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. My name is David Wellman, and it's my honor to direct the Gray School of Applied Diplomacy at DePaul University in Chicago. On behalf of my colleagues and our students, I'm very pleased to welcome you to our conference, Diplomacy and Forced Migration, Transnational Realities and Transprofessional Responses. Over the next 2 days, we'll be hearing from both practitioners and scholars of diplomacy who come to the table from multiple vocations in the name of exploring how diplomacy can best respond to the realities of forced migration. Forced migration stands at the nexus of some of the greatest diplomatic challenges facing humanity. Driven by increasing instability in the form of war, climate change, poverty, famine, and civil violence, forced migration has displaced millions of people and redefined our understanding of modern sovereignty and transnational networks. Though many international laws exist to protect migrants, states have increasingly defied them to restrict migration. In turn, political actors have found in migration a useful tool to push closed borders and ethno-nationalist movements, leading to the rise of illiberal democracies in both the global north and south on a platform of restricting migration. Our conference focuses on the diplomatic implications of these phenomena through asking the following questions. 1. What should be the role of practitioners of diplomacy in the context of forced migration? 2. Which institutions can best protect humanitarian needs using transnational and international institutions, and how can diplomacy amplify their efforts? And finally, how can diplomacy help us to rethink the role of mobility, migration, displacement, and economies in the present context? By bringing together state-sponsored and non-state actors, activists, and scholars via a set of keynote talks and roundtables, this conference will examine new cutting-edge ideas from countries at the forefront of migration. These include Germany, Mexico, Bangladesh, the United States, and Sudan. The mission of the Gray School is to train future practitioners of diplomacy across all vocations, from those pursuing careers in the Foreign Service to those who want to build bridges as NGO leaders, private sector actors, scientists, artists, religious leaders, community organizers, and activists. Our goal is to create cohorts of students with a wide range of vocational trajectories who engage the study and practice of diplomacy together, and in so doing, establish networks that they will take with them as they pursue or redirect their respective careers upon graduation. Examining the current and future role of transprofessional diplomatic work in response to forced migration is the theme of our conference. This conference has been made possible by the work and imagination of many people, and I want to express my profound gratitude to Shalja Sharma, the chair of DePaul's International Studies Department and the co-director of DePaul's Migration Collaborative, who played a central role in both the design and curation of this conference. I also want to thank Jeff Wiseman, the Gray School's endowed chair in applied diplomacy, who played a central role in the organization and delivery of this conference. This conference would also not be possible without the tireless work of Mildred Santiago, the Gray School's manager of operations and communication. And I also very much want to thank Manda Signore, our IT colleague, who is responsible for making our conference technologically possible. And finally, I want to especially thank the students of the Gray School, whose creativity and passion for the study and practice of diplomacy inspires everything we do.